Hey monkeys, how you doing? Happy Monday. Next year will be my 20th year in the music industry. I am so fucking old. Because I'm so fucking old, I fart out cobwebs. And in the last 20 years, I started off in 1997 as a bass teacher at ACM. I was 19, and then started BIM in 2001, I think it was. DK Music Management started nearly 10 years ago. So I've sat down with thousands and thousands of musicians, helping them with their journey and their strategy. And this week, I had an epiphany. I was chatting with a guy on Facebook, and he was asking me about music industry strategies and stuff, and he was saying, oh, I'm emailing people and I'm messaging people and they're not really getting back to me, and I'm putting loads of stuff out there and nothing's really coming back to me. And it hit me like Apollo Creed's face hitting the floor in Rocky IV when Ivan Death from Above Drago just smashed him right in his chops. If he dies, he dies. Amen! It hit me that in 20 years of doing this, the amount of times that someone has knocked on my door, knocked on my office door, someone I don't know, and said, either, this is me, can you help me, or offer me advice, or here's my stuff, or have you got 5 minutes? That has happened twice in 20 years. Now the average is, my maths, is 1 every decade. I just feel like that is something that needs to be looked into. I'm not saying I'm a massive big deal and people need to be knocking on my door, but from someone who sets up companies to either help musicians or sets up companies that can provide musicians work, I'm surprised that with the amount of emails I get every day, the amount of Facebook messages I get every day, compared to the amount of people who actually come and knock on my door every single day, it's a massive difference. Of course, when you're knocking on strangers' doors, beware of the dog. Killer dogs like this one. The office that I've been in for nearly 10 years has a house at the end of the road, probably 60 meters away, literally a stone's throw away. And every single year for the last 10 years, that house has had 10 music students in it. I know this because I hear them singing and playing guitar. Those guys walk past my office every single day, sometimes multiple times a day. Now, I wager there's a possibility that they know who we are and they don't care. Absolutely, very big possibility. But I wager most of them in the last 10 years just haven't known. They just haven't done the research and they haven't actually thought, do you know what, I could just knock on the door, I'm a neighbour, and just say, can you help me with my career, or what do I need to do to get paid work, or whatever it is. That human face-to-face contact should not be underestimated, because I can tell you, I fucking hate emails. Email culture is the worst thing, because there's no emotion in emails. You can put your emojis and your emoticons, but there's no emotion in an email. So all it is it just goes backwards and forwards, and it's very easy to read something wrong and get the wrong idea. Face-to-face contact, you do not get that. Same thing with being on the phone. When someone comes up to you and says, oh, hey, how you doing? Can I just ask your advice? And you see that human emotion, that is always gonna take precedent over email or a Facebook message. Every day I get questions from musicians like, how am I going to get my record deal? How am I going to get my publishing deal? How am I going to get a live agent? Well, are you asking the right questions? Which live agent is going to be best for you? Which indie labels have the bands that suit your style of bands? How much does a music industry lawyer charge for an hour that you can sit down with them and ask them real nitty-gritty questions? Do you know the answers to these questions? Because these things are really important. So do the research, ask the right questions, and then don't forget, human contact is so important. So have a go, see who's around in your area, and go and find them and have a chat with them. Anyway, that's my strategy for today. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.